The Ferrari Roma Spider 2024, the latest model from the Maranello marque, was presented to clients at an exclusive event at the El Badi Palace in Marrakesh. This timelessly elegant, high-performance car is a contemporary take on the chic, pleasure-seeking Italian lifestyle. This Spider carries over the proportions, volumes and specifications of the Ferrari Roma's hugely successful concept. But what makes it so striking is the adoption of a soft top, a solution making a welcome return to the prancing horse range on a front-engined car. The fact that it is so compact also yields a larger boot and boosts the car's versatility. A new, patented wind deflector integrated into the backrest of the rear bench can be deployed by a button on the central tunnel, guaranteeing exceptional in-car occupant comfort without taking up any space in the car. The Ferrari Roma Spider 2024 retains the Ferrari Roma's excellent dynamic characteristics. It boasts a best-in-class weight-power ratio thanks not only to its soft top, but also to its all-aluminium chassis and engine family that was heralded as the International Engine of the Year on 4 consecutive occasions. The engine is coupled with Ferrari's universally acclaimed 8-speed dual-clutch transmission known for its incredibly fast shift times as well as excellent standards of comfort and mechanical efficiency. The Ferrari Roma Spider 2024 is not just rewardingly easy to drive, it is also extremely dynamic and responsive. This makes it the perfect companion on out-of-town weekends and longer journeys alike. Always, of course, with the exhilarating Ferrari soundtrack playing in the background. A number of features are designed to make this car superbly versatile, including a category-topping boot size which includes a hatch via the rear seat backrests to allow larger items to be carried, and standard wireless connectivity by Android Auto and Apple CarPlay Wi-Fi. Not forgetting, of course, 18-way adjustable heated ergonomic seats that are also available with an optional neck warmer for colder days. Redesigning the coupe's tapering, fastback roofline meant modifying the rear screen to incorporate it into the soft top so that it can fold below the tonneau cover when open. On the Ferrari Roma Spider 2024, the original styling theme has become a body color band running across the base of the roof that divides the carbon fiber active spoiler from the roof and rear screen, creating a seamlessly integrated tonneau cover. When the soft top is lowered, the active spoiler visually connects with the rear bench and head rests. Unlike the more usual basic fabrics seen on most convertibles, a new material has been used for the Ferrari Roma Spider's soft top, giving it a sophisticated air. Special fabric weaves were selected and developed in color combinations that highlight the car's twin soles, one more elegant and the other sportier. The bespoke finish with two-tone weave draws on a palette of 4 colors highlighting the refined, haute couture nature of the fabric. The optional technical fabric developed specifically for this car gives it a sporty yet very sophisticated allure with an innovative weave creating an extremely striking iridescent red finish that further enhances the roof's 3D surface. The long front bonnet underscores the spare silhouette of the flanks, lending a sense of sleekness to the entire body and a dynamic look. The sober, spare front of the car looks as if it were sculpted from single block of metal, creating an overhanging, shark nose effect. The bonnet and sinuous wings flow into one another yet also effortlessly harmonize with Ferrari's traditional styling cues. The designers sought to preserve the minimalist elegance of the car's forms by removing any vents or superfluous decorative features. In fact, the launch configuration does not even include the Scuderia Ferrari side shields, reflecting the approach taken with the road cars. Engine cooling is guaranteed by the perforated surfaces, only where strictly necessary, creating a new interpretation of the grille concept. This distinctive solution is finished in the same color as the bodywork, rendering it seamless with the styling. The edges of the front grille flow into 2 linear, full LED headlights which lend the front of the car a distinctive character all of its own. They are traversed by a horizontal DRL strip that hints at the structure beneath the car's skin, an element that brings a sense of tension to the entire circumference of the car. The fastback cabin volume is compact and set back, ending in a subtle knoller beneath which the designers have created a modern take on the signature Ferrari tail. The Ferrari Roma Spider's long rear overhang, which is a characteristic of the Ferraris, has been reproportioned here, resulting in a low, compact volume which hugs the rear axle. The wraparound tail of the car is characterized by the purity and modernity of the transom styling. Technological advances made it possible to reduce the dimensions of the tail light assembly, resulting in a minimalist and iconic design. The rear is completed by a compact aerodynamic diffuser that incorporates the fence and exhaust tailpipes. For the Ferrari Roma Spider 2024's cabin, the Ferrari Styling Center designers took the same approach to volumes and forms introduced on the Ferrari Roma. Two separate spaces, one each for driver and passenger, were created in an evolution of the dual cockpit concept, which has its roots deep in the marque's history with cars from the 1970s. The innovative look of this dual cockpit was achieved by extending the philosophy applied to the dash to the entire cabin. Hence, the vision of two modules that wrap around driver and passenger and that extend and integrate with the two rear seats. The Ferrari Roma Spider's cabin has an almost symmetrical layout which produces a more organic distribution of both spaces and functional elements. The result is that the passenger will feel very involved in the driving experience, almost like a co-driver, in fact. The forms have been crafted to create a sculptural volume in which there is a sense of textural continuity between all the various cabin elements. Created by paring back the volumes and underscored by piping along their edges, the two cockpits are cocooned in a wraparound volume and extend from the dashboard all the way back to the rear seats, organically incorporating the dash, doors, rear bench and tunnel. Thus, the cabin is not designed as a collection of separate sub-assemblies, but defined by elements that develop organically. The technology adopted is derived from the Ferrari Roma. The digital instrument cluster is integrated with the volumes around it and protected by an anti-glare binnacle which extends out naturally from the dash. The passenger has an optional display that allows them to share the driving information. An 8.4 inches central display set between the two cockpits and partly floating between the dashboard and tunnel incorporates the other infotainment and climate control functions. The gearbox controls have been set into a modern metal plate which references the iconic gear lever gate. In the Ferrari Roma Spider, this is in the center of the tunnel and inclined to make it easier for the driver to reach and see. The steering wheel's HMI is a further honed and refined version of that seen on the Ferrari Roma with touch controls on its spokes. The left-hand spoke has indents corresponding to the touch controls to ensure the driver can feel which one to use. The trackpad on the right-hand spoke has been improved. There is now an indent that makes it easier to swipe. These solutions help the driver know where the controls are, in line with the eyes on the road, hands on the wheel philosophy Ferrari has been adopting for quite some time. The engine start button is now also backlit in red to underscore the thrill of the moment the iconic Ferrari twin-turbo springs to life. The Ferrari Roma Spider also sees the introduction of an important evolution of the oil pump which reduces time to pressure and cold starts by 70%, as well as increasing the flow rate at medium revs. The same modification has also been introduced on the Ferrari Roma, demonstrating the company's commitment to continual research and development. The Ferrari Roma Spider 2024 has a starting cost of around $250,000.